So I'm an occupational therapist. I work in a private practice in Lincoln Park in Chicago. I treat children primarily with sensory processing difficulties. So what that means is it's targeting kids who have overactive or underactive nervous systems. What we do is we're looking at a child's independence and if they're able to do the things that they want and need to do in their daily life. I'm looking at, can they do their school-based activities? Can they independently perform their play-based activities? Can they independently do their self-cares? One of the primary things that I like to incorporate in my sessions is play. And with the bellicon, what I've found is it is a very rewarding and motivating play activity that can be done nearly anywhere. You can jump at school, you can jump at home, you can jump in the clinic, you can jump outside. And it has been one of the primary pieces of equipment that the children ask for every session when they come in. What I found is that it provides a play experience unlike any other that I've ever had in the therapist world. Two of the main systems that I look at are the vestibular system and the proprioceptive system. The vestibular system refers to changes in head position and how your body knows where it is in space in terms of gravity. On the bellicon, it's providing vertical stimulation, so your head's going up and down. And what that provides, especially in relation to the spring-based rebounders that I was using in treatment, is you're getting much more of a vertical up and down pattern, which is providing a more intense and greater form of vestibular feedback. The proprioceptive system is located in our joints, and it's knowing where your body is in space. For example, if you were to close your eyes and put your arm like this, you would know to put your other arm like this because of the receptors in your joints. It's telling you where your body is in space. When we're doing things like jumping, we're giving our joints a lot of feedback. Prior to using the bellicon, I was using a spring-based rebounder, and I thought that was providing enough vestibular proprioceptive feedback. Once I was introduced to the bellicon, I realized I would say it's even a different product. It provides superior rebound. The vestibular and proprioceptive feedback that you feel from being on it is something that is undeniable. Both I and the kids have felt and seen greater results from using it. So jumping on the bellicon, it's a very natural, organic bounce, especially when compared to the bounce that I felt when jumping on the spring-based rebounders, which was more of a harsh bounce. It's a very natural feel. Its impact on the joints is smooth and it absorbs the bounce, which is much superior to anything that I've felt on a rebounder before. When I first started using the bellicon in my OT sessions, the kids recognized it immediately walking through the door with the bright, vibrant colors. They were instantly drawn to it. And once upon getting on the trampoline, it was that undeniable feeling that they could feel that added feedback. You saw it right away in their face. It was great to see. One of the first kids that I got on the bellicon when I had it in my treatment sessions looked at me and told me that I should donate my old spring-based trampoline and keep the new one. So it was really great to see. I was very excited to have a product, especially living in Chicago. I don't have a lot of space in my OT treatment room. So when I have a product that provides such intense proprioceptive vestibular feedback, it's a great product to have. It's great. The bellicon also has fold-up legs that fold out and in, which is great for storage. I can just put it up against the wall and then put it back down. I've also found, ironically, that the kids enjoy taking out and putting in the legs just as much as they enjoy jumping on the trampoline, which is a really cool thing about the product. I can work on motor planning by pulling out and in with the legs, and then obviously the added motor planning on the trampoline. So it's gotten rave reviews from the kids and the parents that I use it with. I've actually had a number of parents inquire about getting it for their homes to use for home exercise programs. And the feedback that I've already received from the parents who have obtained it is that it's virtually quiet. The bounce is absorbed, so people below them and the people on the floors above them can't hear the product. So in order to get a product that provides all the stimulation that these kids are needing in a quiet and versatile, easy to store manner has been really great to find. So one of my favorite stories with using the bellicon is an example of how it can be a family-oriented piece of equipment. One of my families uses the bellicon, and they had a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old. And the feedback that I received from the mom was that suddenly her 4-year-old, who was having a lot of motor planning difficulties, couldn't learn how to coordinate a jumping jack, doing simple movement coordinations, moving his hands this way together. And what she found was that after only a couple weeks on the bellicon, he learned to do jumping jacks simultaneously. And she had been practicing that for months. And from my opinion as an occupational therapist, I believe that that added feedback in relation to the motor plan is teaching it quicker, and it's allowing more feedback and more proprioceptive input to our joints that allow for quicker performance and quicker learning of these skills. The 1-year-old, she had told me, learned how to jump with 2 feet off the ground as a result of the bellicon, which was really cool to see. He wasn't even a kid that I was seeing in treatment, and he was learning all of these skills at a quicker rate, which was really fun to see.